Greetings, Peacekeepers, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Admiral Tyrk of the Heavy Battle Cruiser of Airment, as we continue our war of pacification against the Gorn Confederation, and the battle for the planet at 26 is finally over. That's right, after months of in-game fighting, battling back and forth, glorious stands, and wonderful explosive combat of some kind, we have finally managed to take that planet. Not only did we take that planet, we managed to also take the station around that planet. And we all know how cool this planet is on its own. It's got four R-type torpedoes, an additional 6 S-type. I mean, it's fully loaded and kitted. So it will prove a perfect bulwark against the Federation forces out here. So I'm quite happy with that. But now we must head north, up into the great glacial north of the Gorn Confederation. That doesn't really work if you think about it, because the Gorn are reptiles, cold-blooded, glacial north, not with them. But anyway, that's where we're going to next. We're just going to do a quick check through the shipyard real quick, sort of figure out what we want. And you know what? I'm finally going to give in. I'm finally going to buy. Don't tell me I finally decided to buy you and you just suddenly decided to flip off. We're finally going to buy a heavy bombardment cruiser. Hey, it's the return of the shield breaker! Nice! So I've been looking at the heavy bombardment cruiser for the ISC in the skirmish mode because, you know, you should always check these things out before you buy them. I don't often follow that advice, but hey, it makes sense in this context. And it has 6 PPDs. 2 of these PPDs fire backwards, which, you know, to me was like, why? Diplomatic delivery. Because PPDs, long range, we attack, we go forward. When you're running away from the enemy, they're probably going to try and get as close to you as possible. It's generally not going to be a great situation where you're going to be able to like sit at optimal PPD range. Hey, it's Federation Dreadnought. Optimal PPD range while you run away. So I think it's kind of wasted power. But it does have an interesting advantage. You see, these S-type torpedoes on us are located back here, and basically serve as the surrogates for our I-type torpedoes when combined with our D-type torpedo. But his are mounted here and here, which means he can shoot them forward. So, you know, we lose a bit in terms of rear firepower from him, because it becomes PPDs, not plasma S's. He gains forward firepower from the S-type torpedoes, and he has to charge with not much more power, 2 additional PPDs, which is not great, which is going to slow him down a bit. But it's okay. It's something that I'm willing to accept. Oh god, that's a heavy dreadnought. Is that a DN? It's a DNHX, right? No, DNF. Okay, so this is a plasma dreadnought. Yeah, because the heavy dreadnought has the 4 nacelles, not the 3 nacelles. We're going to take a look at this heavy cruiser. It's an NDC, new drone cruiser, X-type upgrade, MERV-type upgrade. Am I right on this? I'm going to have to flick through it really quick. Yep. So they're going to have lots of missile launchers. And I've picked one of the, well, actually, no, he has got a D-type torpedo. I was going to say I picked one of the least defended against missile-type X ships that you can buy, but that's entirely untrue. Now, on the Klingon and the Federation, that would be true, because they don't have, I believe it was the rear-firing Gatlings, and they were also missing, they might have had the rear-firing Gatlings, but I know, at least for the Federation bombardment cruiser, it did not have the anti-missile defense system, which was a big reason why I ended up not buying it. Because we were getting into too many fights where, you know, Klingons would spam missiles, 8 million of them at us. And so we really needed that. On this, though, us and the XCB, we've both got D-type torpedoes, and they'll intercept 6 each. Now, he can pump out 1, 4... Yeah, he can pump out 10 missiles at a time. He can pump out another, let's see, 2. So 12. So perfect. We have enough, between us, we have enough plasma D firepower to shoot down any missile bombardment that he cares to bring. Now, what we're also going to do is I'm going to lock you onto my target, only fire when I let you fire, because, you know, I want him to shoot his PPDs with me. If I could set it up so that he would only fire PPDs when I fired PPDs, that would be ideal, but, or, you know, at least for the opening volley. Click that little thingy. There we go. But that's just not going to happen in this game. Let's go back here. We'll prep another Wild Weasel. There's really not as much reason to. Select. Stand by. He's 2 marks behind us. So, fleet screens, please. Open fire for us. Open fire for him. Now let's just channel all the nasty, angry firepower we can. Let's see how badly this hurts him. And now... Oh, do I gotta shoot you down? So we'll turn. G-type, please. There we go. So now we can continue to engage other things. Wait for this attack shift to go away. And I will fire a plasma torpedo into him. It's not going to be a great plasma torpedo, but a little bit. Every bit helps. And for you, I'm also going to dish out a plasma torpedo. We're going to split our plasma torpedo fire just a little bit. Out to you. Come back in. Swing on you. All weapons selected. All weapons fully charged. He's been mauled. You can tell. He's only doing 4.6. Let's tear him open. Another Gatling phaser strike is going to get ready. And this time we'll be able to actually focus it on the ship itself. And you all know just how powerful those G-type assaults can be. Wow, weasels are ready. And yeah, he can't muster up enough firepower for it to matter. Oh, looks like our PPDs just came online. So let's get a little bit distance away from the Patton. Hey! Hi, Patton! No, it was the MacArthur that was the one that gave us trouble. Wow! Pick up the speed there, man! That's pretty quick. He's a heavy bombardment cruiser, and he's doing a speed of that. So I'm going to get out to a range of about 8. So start the high energy turn preps now. Select the PPD. Stand by. Full turn-ins. Oh, I probably should say kill anything you want now. Oh, this is going to be the end of the Patton. Just, oh, so delicious. When you get to fight non-plasma armed races as a plasma armed race, it's like, you didn't stand the chance. You had no chance. Because, just look, their weaponry is so badly outclassed when compared to us. They don't have the same penetrative firepower we do. Like, the PPD alone is just nearly insurmountable. Can't turn. He can keep it close to me. So he's doing the very hold them by the belt buckle maneuver. Unfortunately, he can't stay there. And that was his big play right there. So light dancing phaser fire from long range. Our PPDs are about to fully prepare again. I'm not going to risk the high energy turn. It's 88%, which is pretty good, but, you know, why risk? Why risk when you can succeed? All have been selected. Fire. And he's going to have to drop a wild weasel. Or they're just going to just take it. Fire our B-type heavy phaser, then the A-type heavy phaser. Getting there, causing some nasty damage. Up, 1-2 missed, 2-2 missed, 3-3 missed. You missed from that range. Wow. He missed 5 PPD shots basically from point blank range. I'm sorry, not 5. He missed 8. Because he has 2 that aim backwards. Each PPD fires 4 times, and every single shot missed. That's amazing. So, PPD selected. It's time for the final run. You tried. You failed. The negotiations will continue on schedule. Whoosh. Target the planet. Not you. I said target the planet. So, let's go to green alert. Everything is safe now. Maximum speed! Maximum time warp! Let's do the time warp again. And that's what we do. Yeah. Gonna build up some speed. Gonna have to slow down at some point because, you know, we're a little bit worried about smashing into planets. We don't like doing that. The conference planet, not really well defended. It's the kind of planet I like to attack because it's not defended. So let's approach the target and prepare to slow down. Start to slow down. Start to slow down. Start to slow down. Start to slow down faster. Okay, we'll go with that. There's a button for this. There's a shortcut button. I don't know what it is. I should really find out because I'm so nervous whenever I do this. And that way I can just mash the keyboard when it needs to happen. Not the ECM panel. I need the ambassador. Goodbye, Mr. Ambassador. We're trying to get back to the fight and you're wasting our time. So, taking a nice little drink there. And come on. Tell me what we did. Give me 1,000,000 prestige. 8,000,000 prestige. 460, I'll take it. That's pretty nice. Looks like this tile is the enemy, and it looks like this tile must be convoy rated. Heavy bombardment cruisers are not exactly what I would call great for convoy rating. Like, they're not. Hit the red alert! Increase speed to, well, charge speed-ish. Oh, we're still on maximum time. We don't want to be on maximum time. 1, 2 freighters. And we're charging. We are charging. Let's also prep one of these, because if we don't have it and we run into like a dreadnought, which has happened to us. Dreadnoughts for convoy escorts. It's a heavy cruiser and a second heavy cruiser. Let's try and confirm what kind of heavy cruisers these are. A CMP-XP, which is, you know what? Just sink my target. CMP-XP, that's going to be a cruiser, medium cruiser? I think so. X-type refit, P-type for pseudo-fighter, the clamp thing. This is a CCHX, so it's a heavy command cruiser, X-type refit. Could also have, potentially, the upgrade which grants it pseudo-fighters. Because it's a really common thing, you know, once they get pseudo-fighters, they're like, yeah, we want pseudo-fighters on everything. Which, I can't fault the logic. I honestly can't. It's great logic. If you have pseudo-fighters on everything, well, then everybody has an additional 4 plasma torpedoes. Because generally, it's you bring 2 pseudo-fighters in addition, so, and each one has 2 plasma F torpedoes. They are nasty customers. He will have, my prediction, 2 Rs, 2 Fs. He will have 2 S's, 2 Fs as well. So 2 Rs, 2 S's, that's my prediction. I'm sticking to it. He could have, however, you know, massive amounts of R-type torpedoes as well. So it's going to be a duel inside the middle of the convoy. No! Why would you... I forgot to set him to fire at my targets only. Increase speed. Let's go burn past him. Port side plasma torpedo. Fire! It's not ready! We need to build some distance in. Okay, slow down time. I need to think. Yeah, that's what I needed to think about. You. 1. Too close. We do burn into your blind spot, though. That's pretty nice. You, I want a plasma torpedo into. Increase the speed back to real people speed. Okay, so he fired an F-type torpedo to our stern. I will accept that. Wow, your rear firing PPDs just are not accurate. Crunch him. Holy crap! Just in the nick of time. Unfortunately, he's gonna come in. He's gonna ruin my day. All weapons select. Fire all weapons. And we've lost the sensor decoy, which, you know, fine. I'd like to turn. How we doing? R-type torpedo on the way. Crap. This is gonna hurt bad. Oh, we got damaged systems across multiple decks. Port side plasma torpedo his way. Starboard plasma torpedo is not yet ready to go his way. We've taken 1 point of damage and the lost 1 phaser. Let's continue to turn. I want to put him to my stern so I can spit out another one of these. Crap. I can't kill him in time. So you win that round. But you will not win for long. I'm going to kill your buddy. He's going to cry. So, weapon select. PPDs almost fully charged. Moving up at speed. Have to take a little bit of damage from there. And on target. 4 PPDs. Right into his stern. Looks like we're crunching through. Nice shots. Unfortunately, they were from maximum range for a PPD, so they didn't really do much damage. Oh, hi. We'll take it to the stern. Still hurt from that range, but not worth slowing down for. All weapon select. Overload. We're hoping to kill you in 1 pass. It did not work. We do not have the G-type torpedo in order to fire out the G-type phaser in order to fire out the stern. So yeah, that sucks just a little bit. Keep turning, keep turning. Ugh. Okay, the heavy bombardment cruiser took it out. Our rear shields barely took that last shot. We are back up to full power, but we do have to get after these guys sometime soon, hopefully. We're gonna go power reinforcement. Reinforce all, please. Not that we really, have any power to reinforce all. Not with us trying to charge many things at once. Drop it. Yeah, it was a worthy drop. I could really use a high energy turret. This is a defensive high energy turret, something we don't normally do. And now we're gonna go right through him. I was hoping to cause more damage. A-type phaser, you will be ready by the time I pass over him. Will you do the damages I need? Point blank range, A-type phaser, 20 damage. 20 damage total. So we're managed to crunch through. Hey, bombardment cruiser, how you doing? He's doing good. He's doing fine. He has no worries, unlike us. R-type torpedo. Let's set straight. Slow down a bit. Let it catch so it hits that shield. It went right through. Oof. That was a nasty hit. PPD is stunned. Didn't lose the system. Good shots. 5. Other PPD. Alright, let's get after these guys. So the furthest one is 54 at this point. So, you. Murder, death, kill. Go after everything you can. We're here for the glory of the ISC. We lost that phaser again. Ugh. That phaser's been giving us trouble. I'm telling you. These phasers out here on the fins, not particularly reliable. Well, maybe it's the fact that the fins serve practically as physical armor. So, they get hit first, and they blow things up first. PPD's managed to actually stay intact this time, although the starboard one is a little bit shaky. But the chief engineer assures me that he can have it back up and running at 100% in a couple hours. So we're going to listen to the XCB do its weapons fire back there. I would like to fire PPDs into a target very, very soon. Let's slow way down so I can do that. Port side PPD, fire. Okay, so that's enough. One of the Gorn freighters is destroyed. How you doing? Yeah, he's doing fine. Just excellent. Increase speed just a little bit. Starboard PPD. You're going to get a shot very shortly. Engage. Very good. Very good, sir. Port side plasma torpedo. Starboard plasma torpedo. And final. All up and select. Where are you going? What? I have no idea, but he's going somewhere and he's going quick. Get back here. I didn't authorize you to go off on your own way off there. Not cool leaving us to do all this work on our own. Kill the entire convoy. Kill all the escorts. Neutralize the territory. Shieldbreaker took a little bit of hit. We took a little bit of hits. But we survived. Which is more than we can say for them. I'm tempted to pick up something cheap like an XDD. Because it's 2 S-type torpedoes, 2 F-type torpedoes, and a D. I don't think it'll last. That's my problem. So we'll probably be saving up to, again, another 45-60 so we can pick up another one of these heavy bombardment cruisers. I think that's where we're going to sit at. A normal cruiser and 2 heavy bombardments ought to be more than enough firepower for most people. You're good. Excellent. We're not as good. We took some hits. So map, head back north. No mission. Head further north. No mission. Head this north. It's a planet. Mission. It's a scouting mission. Let's try and do this really quick. I'm enjoying our brand new X-type ships, but it's a HDX light cruiser. What? I just realized that our red alert sounds like going, what? What? So basically, every time we get into combat, our ship is like totally stunned. It's like, how could this happen? Let's, of course, prep one of these, because we're going to need that. We're also going to prep... we'll start that prep after this is fully charged. We are skulking around at low speed deliberately for a reason. Yes, we do want to try and minimize the amount of negative effect we are having on our heavy weapons charge by letting our capacitors and everything charge first. And then we pick up speed. See, it's a genius plan. You may as well delay the start of the mission just a little bit. We'll go up to 56. That gives us our 3 points to prep the deep scan. And we'll increase the forward shield, not that one, but the forward one, up to full power. Select the PPD. We're also going to give the order to only fire on my command, please. And I will release him to fire early while I do the scanning, and then I'll reverse and shoot him from behind. That's the plan. The plan as we see it. We will have to slow down a little bit because we want the S-type torpedoes to be charged by the time we get into range to fire at things. Oh, he's really coming. So, long range sheer missing fire. It's not really doing anything to us. PPDs are indeed selected. Since the decoy is ready. So when he launches it at us, let's slow down now. R and 2 S's. Okay, give me a sensor bank. Free fire, kill. Okay, we got all the data that we need. Okay, science. I no longer require this. I do need a high energy turn though. Oh yeah. These can fire. No! I thought I mistimed it. So, the high energy turn immediately stops happening the moment you start shooting. And my plan was to fire both S-type torpedoes, then turn around, hit him with the PPDs. But, because I fired late, right as we started turning, the high energy turn was totally wasted. That was painful. That was painfully dumb on my part. So we came here to scan you, we figured out what you are, now we're here to kill you. Got good locks, got good firing. I think it'd be pretty cool if you could get like a targeting bonus to your PPDs if you had friendly ships closer to the enemy. Or if you had like scout ships in your fleet. I don't know if that's how the tabletop worked, but I think that'd be pretty interesting. Okay, sir, the Rubicon. You gotta be at least the 10th ship to have that name. You're gone, sir. Operation complete. That's how we do that. With skill. Skill and deftness. That's what we do. 320 prestige. That brings us up to 5740? Before High Command figures it out that we probably don't deserve that. Is there an X? There is not. Okay. So we have enough again to pick up another heavy bombardment cruiser. This may be the first campaign where we're able to fully supply X-type cruisers to everybody, which would be cool, don't get me wrong. But, yeah. So I'm just going to quickly restock, check the shipyard one last time, because that would be really cool if you have another XCB. Wouldn't go wrong. Well, anyway, that's the end of an episode right there. I am now Fleet Admiral Tirak of the Heavy Battle Cruiser of Vermin. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.